Hi, Gordon Baird. Welcome to Fishtown Express. Like going to England to experience a certain kind of real Christmas, we were invited to a real Gloucester wedding the other week. Set in Wonson Cove, the other side of Smith Cove from the causeway that forms Rocky Neck, it was the ceremony of Ryan Brown, Brownie, as he's known in Gloucester, a lobsterman, and Tessa Deering, his longtime sweetheart. But it was a ballet of boats and boat logistics that you would expect from a member of the Gloucestermen, the most experienced fleet men, their talents honed and passed along since 1623, have worked out of our town. Now these guys showed their stuff. The tie-up alone, making a perfect seam to an end dock narrower than the boat itself, was a marvel to figure out. With no side leverage to make fast to, but a bouquet of wedding dresses to account for, they set themselves a high bar as the cross currents pushed and wiggled the float compound back and forth to the swells of high tide in that tricky corner. Out of the blue came the roar of a motor, and then another. It was the bride's party in one boat, and the groomsmen, all fellow lobstermen, in still another. The brides, with more to lose, made a cautious and sensible approach to the six-piece pier, float, and lobster boat conglomeration, straight up from the center of the entrance to the cove. But the daring groom piloted his sportier craft in between the alarmingly colored Peach House on the north point of Wonson Cove, through the little rock field on the other side of a narrow channel that only forms near high tide, dodging the great dragon-granite shoal that lurks threateningly alongside the Peach, literally between a rock and a hard place. Of course, Brownie spun the launch through the canal and into a gorgeous kiss-the-baby's-cheek landing on the float across from the ladies. So there were 3 boats, 2 floats, a ramp, and a pier, all surging and creaking to the fancies of Gloucester, Mother Nature, while overhead great black, gray, and white clouds flew menacingly by, not daring to intrude on such a scene of tranquility and poetry. The wind hissed, the minister droned, the couple cooed and kissed, the cove swelled and flushed, and the whole wedding was like a baby rocked in its mother's arms, with the breakwater in the background. Oh, back on land, dogs wagged their tails, couples wagged theirs too, remembering their own weddings as married couples always do. The just past max high tide printed its multi-thousands of microwave images on the surface of the sky-reflected bay. Real microwaves, the kind made by water breaking over ever so gently on cove-side rocks, were an epiphany. Tens of thousands of tiny prints on the surface, then gone, instantly to be replaced by another completely different set. There would never be an exact duplicate ever again or ever before of that exact pattern. The crowd was in wedding heaven, and it remained only to see the 3 boats peel away, breaking up the set piece in 3 different directions. Brownie took the helm of the big working boat, struck the forward anchors that solved the mystery of how he had kept the boats so perfectly seamed together, and he backed straight towards an ominous set of razor-toothed rocks. Some women in the crowd gasped, but the guys, well, we all knew that he would come 3 inches away and roar off safely into marital bliss, photographers in tow in the other 2 boats. He was just playing with us. The boats zagged their way out towards the breakwater in elegant fashion, almost exaggerating turns and swirls to each other in celebration of being young on boats and now married. Hurrah! What a ballet! What poetry in liquid motion! What wonderful sounds of wind, water, and wedification! Been to weddings with a boat before, but this was like extensions of the body. It was truly a Gloucester wedding extraordinaire. But then, that's what we do here in Gloucester.